Please welcome once again Josie Ho. Let me start with 852.
Yes.
We saw your husband and partner, producing partner, Conroy Chan, at the beginning of the film, talking a little about 852. Tell us what you're looking for as a producer.
Well, we're looking for good films, and we're looking for merging, working with everyone in the world. At first, we were thinking of working with pulling East and West together. But now we're thinking more that we want to work with the rest of the world because simply we met more people, we have more connections, we come more to these film festivals. Thank you again for inviting me here. And But
this one is an example of East and West coming together. So how did you find Janelle Shirtcliffe, the director of the film?
Through my Hollywood agent, David. Yeah. And Janelle's a very interesting person. She claims, you see one of our actors who has short hair, short blonde hair, and very beautiful figure. It's actually Janelle's and Lippman's their experience. They have experienced this. It's their true story. Partly true.
One of the three crazy bitches.
Yes, the crazy bitches.
And it's really a true story.
For them, yeah.
For them, it's a true story.
I think part of it. It can't be all of it. They'd be in jail by now. So, I guess my role is fictional.
Okay.
So I don't think they've ever killed.
I hope your role is fictional too.
I hope so too, yeah.
What a fabulous role. I mean, you're so over the top, and it's perfect for the role. And your hair. Can we talk about the hair? Is that the most fabulous hair in that film? It's like it gives you another full foot of height.
Yes.
How was the decision made? Did that help you get into the character? Is that
totally? Yes. The outfit and the hair, it was the director's idea. And the eye makeup. Actually, our beauty team is right there. Yeah.
Beauty team, stand up.
Yeah, they're from Hong Kong. There's Angus and Jem.
Work.
Yeah. Who did hair and makeup for me. And then styling from LA, which was very good.
But different teams
very different
from
my old work. Right. I want to have a little breakthrough. That's why I agreed to do this role. I hope that I'm not just a crazy killer assassin all the time. So I think this gave me some kind of a breakthrough. First, I have English lines, and that's very important.
English lines, yeah.
Yes, and I thank my coach Jeannie Hartman for it. She helped me a lot. There were going to be a lot of insects term, very insightful insects term, which I wouldn't even Conroy can't pronounce it. Okay. Yeah. So my teacher was trying to practice with me every day while we're not shooting. Yeah, in the Airbnb. But the film generally was a lot of fun, right?
You obviously had a lot of fun.
I did, yeah. I thank all of you who laughed. Yes.
Okay, so you have Janelle, and you then were involved also in the casting, or?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't involved in the casting. It was going to be, there was some accident. We had some good lucks and bad lucks in this film. On the first day of shooting, Janelle decided, because our lead actress was somebody else before, but then there was this scene where this car had to drive down a very steep cliff by the mountain. And the actress won't do it, so the director's like, okay, because she's young and skinny, she's like, let's swap clothes, I'll drive for you. And then a car accident happened, so some of the actors dropped out. It was going to be Soko. Does anyone know Soko? Soko, the Soko the DJ
Anyone?
from France.
And this is the Bella Thorne role you're talking
Well,
about.
but we're also glad that we found Bella. That
Yes,
was so
yes.
important. Yeah, that was very important.
Okay, so
Yeah.
but you weren't really involved in the casting. How about the crew members? So you had you as a female producer, a female director. You also had a female DOP,
Yeah.
director of photography, who clearly, yes.
Yeah, the director of photography was Christopher Doyle's, Wong Kar-wai's DOP's disciple.
Nice.
She does very nice things. Yeah.
And colors, amazing.
And colors were, yeah. Because our director is a photographer herself, and she shoots a lot of celebrity in LA. So she can pull strings like get Paris Jackson to come and act in our film. And yeah, she had all these wonderful colors and ideas.
When you first saw the script, I'm sorry. What made you think I have to produce this film?
Well, because I find it a fun film, a really fun film. It will turn out funny, and that my role gives me a lot of freedom to perform. And it was written on the script that my role would have this beehive haircut and crazy clothing like PVC pants, like a Dolly Parton on steroids.
Yes, that's it exactly. Back in the day, because of course Dolly is a little less, Dolly these days. Wonderful. Okay, and then you knew from the beginning that it was going to be all in LA, and
Yeah.
Okay.
But after shooting it in LA, they had 20 minutes footage that was we somehow missed it. So our producer, our main producer, Cassian O's, told me to go back to Hong Kong and do some reshoot for him. And it could be all about my role, character development, and show parts of Hong Kong's street signs. And so we booked a car mount and took that red car. And William Chung Suk Ping gave some idea to me. He said, "Why don't you hold on to that? What's that python called? Bumblebee python." Which I'm really afraid of snake. I'm like I pass out when I see snakes.
But he wanted you to.
He wanted me
handle
to
it.
do that, and
Okay.
luckily those snakes were all pets of somebody's, including that huge python and the green snake. And it's actually in the subtitle, it was wrong. It's a Palawan coral snake. It's a really poisonous snake.
But of
Which
course,
I pushed it to Jamie Hines. I was in that scene where I torture Libby Mintz. I was supposed to hold on to that snake, and then I pushed it on to Jamie. I was like, "Jamie, do you mind holding it for me?" And Jamie's from Africa, so he's like, "I never knew the snakes are dangerous."
So the scenes in Hong Kong, they work really, really well and help set
Thank
up
you.
your character
Thank you.
as one of the crazy bitches. So there's actually
Yes.
4 crazy bitches.
4
at
crazy
least.
bitches, yes.
Um,
Conroy and I wrote the script on Hong Kong side, and we showed it to Janelle, and she was down with it, so we went on with it.
she liked all of the fucks.
Yes.
Many, many fucks.
Yeah,
And
many fucks. There were
and
going to
the-
be even more. It was like, fuck! Like,
Can you do that again?
it's like, fuck! Thank you.
One of my favorite parts of the film, for sure. You know, when this was first released, before you created the international version,
Yeah.
there was a bit of controversy.
Well, you see, the thing was, I don't know about the culture in America, that my lawyer actually told me there was a protest going on against the film from showing. And I said, oh my God, we should do something about it. And he said, no, it could be a good thing for the film, good promotions. And then ended up there were like 300,000 people who really wanted a lot.
Yeah.
So I decided to take the rights for the rest of the world. And because I know America and maybe Canada and Europe are like really like countries that has a lot of freedom. And you can probably show films like this. But in Southeast Asia and in some countries, I think, in Southeast Asia, and I think Hong Kong, Taiwan, Japan, and Korea are pretty open to things, and Eastern Europe, South America. But there are some countries, some territories that I learned was a little bit more conservative, especially Southeast Asia. So I did some tweaks in this version. I don't know if you noticed that Bella Thorne's sex scene was going to be more explicit, but we have covered her with Jesus lights. Yes, that's what I decided. That is Jesus light. William Chung did a bit of it, and then I thought, no, we don't want to see so much boobies, so we just covered it all with orange lights in post-production. And we couldn't, unfortunately, because the American version was already released, so we couldn't get the soundtracks. They had like absolutely super killing soundtracks.
But I have to say, you've done a marvelous job. I sort of prefer
Hong Kong rockers who did it for me. Thank you.
Okay, let me see what we have here. Thank you so much, Josie, for producing the movie. I saw that, yeah, the first one was released in 2021, and I'm glad that you've recut it. So there you go. That's not really a question. Did you improvise any of the scenes, and did you come up with the laughter?
I came up with quite a bit because my role was kind of trivial to them. So I had lots of freedom. I could do anything I want as long as I am spontaneous. So yes, I came up with the laughter. I came up with the songs, and yeah, and the way I talk. Yeah.
The way you talk.
The way I talk. Yeah.
What was the biggest challenge during production?
The biggest challenge was that there were change of writings, of scripts all the time, and I had to memorize a lot of different vocabularies and practice them as if I exactly know what it is.
Well, you fooled us, right?
Yeah? Thank
Yeah,
you.
totally.
Thank you.
And did you choose the songs to sing, or did someone else choose those? I mean, you do little snippets of singing
Yes.
in many of the scenes.
I did use my own song because I can grant the rights to the film directly, which is really handy. And I happen to have a song about Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. So I thought it fits the scheme, so I put it in. At first, for Bella Thorne's scene, when she picked up the gun at Gavin Rosedale's, at Eric's house.
Gavin Rosedale, I just have to
Yes,
say,
he's
hooray
a
for
rocker
using him.
from Bush.
I loved Bush so much.
Yeah.
Was there a specific religious message you wanted to present? I'm not sure if that's really the right question. I mean, if you're the right person to answer the question, but please, if you'd like to.
I can only say on behalf of Janelle Shirtcliffe that that she really believes in Jesus like crazy. Yeah.
And does
And
Jesus come
I thank
to
her for
in-
opening her heart and soul for sharing this with all of us. Because that could be a little bit awkward, but she's open to it, so we thank her for it.
Yes. Do you think that international collaboration is the future of the Hong Kong film industry?
I think we can collaborate with everybody, yeah, because a lot of actors now in Hong Kong speaks very good English. Yeah, the second or third generation, they were all educated overseas. So you get Australian accent like Conroy, or you get someone with a British accent, or Canadian or American. I don't know. It's just like sometimes it's funny. You see an Asian person and they speak in a very authentic English accent.
Yes, we have some of that here too, don't we? Yes, you can never tell. You can never tell.
You can never tell, yes.
How is your second visit to Nyaff going? And how is it different from your last visit 2 years ago?
Oh, this time? I think I'm more at ease because last time it was a very new experience to us, and we were showing everyone another film of 852 Films called Finding Bliss, which was a documentary about how to make people laugh, how to make people laugh, and how to create more laughters for the world.
Yes, which is a film that you actually directed, and we are showing it again this time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
On the 21st.
Thank you.
So if you haven't bought your tickets, you didn't see it last time, go and see it this time. And even more importantly, tomorrow night, there's another batshit crazy. I know some people on our programming staff say, don't say that word anymore, it's so overused, but it sounds good to say it. Batshit crazy horror film starring Josie Ho, directed by Shugo Fuji, who, if you could stand up, please.
Kandoku. He's a
And,
director of Onpaku.
They will be here tomorrow night, or I think Look Cinema tomorrow night, and they will show the film
Yes,
Onpaku.
I'm so looking forward for your reactions. It's so overboard, but it's so cool. It's so extreme.
Yeah, a lot more extreme than this, actually. Did you think this was going to be more extreme when you read the script at first?
I mean, when I read the script of Onpaku, I had no idea.
So let's talk about Onpaku tomorrow night, because you'll have plenty to talk about. But when you read Habit at first, were you know who John Waters is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you thinking, oh, this is going to be like John Waters, or were you thinking this is going to be like Nuns on the Run?
I thought it was Crazy Nuns.
Crazy Nuns.
Crazy
on the Run.
Nuns, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think it would offend anybody. I'm so sorry I didn't have that side of the mind.
Is it offensive, do you think?
Somehow, to some people, I think it is, yeah.
Show of hands, offensive. And they're smiling really big. You came for the offensive, right? That's what you wanted. Yeah. So what was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment in the film was my scariest moment to act in a movie with a couple of snakes. I seriously get goosebumps, and I cannot, like, even though the person was professional who brought the snakes over and she introduced each of them to me, they all have names. The one on Lippman's body was called Peter. Oh no, Stephen. It's called Stephen, and Stephen was a little bit naughty. Yeah. Stephen, we need Stephen on her body, like up to here, and Stephen's always down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell you my favorite moment?
Yeah.
When Bella Thorne cuts off your head. And it sounds like you're still
Yeah, I was.
going.
I made
Okay.
dubbing for it. I made dubbing for it. I made like I still try to sing that song, and I made dubbing for it. Yes. It was, well, thank you for the crew for making such a nice head of mine, because well, my beauty team was like having fun with the LA team, and they're like, oh, are you they've got the head done, but they didn't have makeup and hair on it, so they're like, oh, we know how to do it, can we play with it? So that's why it looks so much like myself. Yeah.
Aces, that beauty team.
It was such a fun movie. Everyone was so much fun. Donovan, if you notice, Donovan Leach, he was the TV presenter.
This is her co-producer, TV presenter.
Yes,
Okay,
he's
and
also a rocker. He's got a band, and he jams with a lot of bands.
and his sister
And his sister, Sunny, yes, the
plays
visually
the
impaired
woman
one.
who's blind. And those of us of a certain age may remember her in teen films when she was younger. Ione Sky, right? Yeah. And who else is there? There's all sorts of, sort of cameo type.
Yes, we
roles.
have one of the crazy bitches, Andrea. How do you pronounce her last name? Andrea Pivic.
Trudge or something.
Andrea Pivic, and she's a very beautiful model. Yes,
Transgender model.
transgender model.
Yes. Okay. Anyone else?
Libby, and Paris Jackson.
Tell us where Paris.
Do you know where
appears.
Paris?
Does everyone know
do you know
already?
where Paris appears?
Jesus, the vision of Jesus. That was Paris Jackson.
Yep.
Yes, she was Jesus.
She was Jesus.
Yes, she was the Jesus in Bella Thorne's and Matt's illusion.
Anything else you'd like to say to our audience or to the world?
I'm just so thankful and so pleased that most of you stayed behind and listened to this. Thank you so much.
Once again, Josie
Once
Ho,
again.
ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you.